Hi, I'm Jennifer. Welcome to Salve Salento. And today I wanted to discuss with you one of the questions that I had gotten in some of the comments on the other videos about Wise and what Wise is and why you need a Wise account. It's very good to have your regular bank account for your, transactions that are in the US. And it's very good to use a credit card when you're traveling overseas. But if you don't have a travel credit card or you need to do bank transfers over in Europe or in other countries. So you need to send them money from your bank because if you've traveled to Italy or you've purchased anything in Italy that's large, a lot of times they won't take a credit card for it. They want an actual bank transfer. So instead of having a costly fee of wiring money from your bank account to their bank account, you can actually just use your Wise account. And what this is, it's kind of like a credit card combined with multi-level, multi-currencies that you can hold pretty much any currency in the world as long as it's legal currency on this Wise account. And then you can make deposits into your American balance with your bank account. So your bank account is never attached directly to any of these transactions that you're doing. What else it does, it gives you an IBAN number and it gives you a number that you can get, if you want to pay people or if you just want to send money within Europe or in other countries, you use this IBAN number and your number, it gets sent right away. They get it like it was a normal bank transfer. So what we used our Wise account for in Italy, when we were in Italy, was anything that we needed to pay for our renovations. They don't take credit card, so you have to use bank. And instead of doing expensive wire transfers, because your bank will charge you a lot more for euros if you do a wire directly from your bank than if you used Wise. So the rate for Wise, when we were doing euros, it was pretty much real time where we weren't paying a premium on top of what the euro rate was. We were kind of getting it what it was being traded at that day. So if the euro was dropping a little bit, we would say, oh, let's buy some euros and put it in there because the euro went down today. So it's really good to have in the event that you are planning on going to Europe and you know that the euro is low now. The euro could go back up into the 120s where it was a few years ago, and you would have lost all of that purchasing power that you would have now because I believe it's hovering around 109, 110. It fluctuates a little bit, but it's kind of been hovering around that same rate. So if you know that you're going to need money in the future, you're better off trying to buy your euros while it's low than when it goes up. So you can do that with the Wise account, and you can actually buy any currency if you want to use pounds to purchase something from Great Britain or other currencies in other countries. You just take your American balance and then you transfer it over into the currency that you want. And then when you use your card, it will subtract it from whatever balance that transaction is, that currency is being made in. So say I'm in Great Britain and I want to buy something there and I have pounds that I added onto my account in its own, currency, then I just swipe my card and it automatically debits it from that account. So it's super easy to use and it's very easy to set up. So we bought groceries, we did furniture, insurance, a lot of these things that, groceries and everyday things, you can always use a credit card, a travel card if you want to. But anything that's big ticket, they usually want a bank transfer. Now, one of the mistakes that I made was I actually bought furniture using my Wise account, but I didn't use it as a credit card. So it's an actual MasterCard also. If you want to swipe your card and have it go through as a credit transaction, then you get purchase protection like you would on your credit card in the US. But if you use it as a debit, which is what I did, and I actually did the bank transfer. Then when I had an issue with the furniture company, I wasn't able to just call up and say they never provided that service, or something happened with the item and they won't return it, they won't take it back. And I actually had an instance where that lagged on for months and months and months, which I was not happy about, but I learned my lesson, so I won't do that again. I'll next time make sure that I use it as a credit card, so you can swipe it as a MasterCard. But to pay your rent, to pay anything that you know that they want it in cash, but you can't use they won't accept a credit card, then you can use your Wise account. So Wise now is attached to Chase Bank, which this is fairly new. I believe it's maybe 6 months ago they started doing this. So your balances that you hold in your Wise account will earn interest. And the interest rates are actually really, really good compared to a checking account, which you get nothing in the US, or a savings account where you get a little bit less than nothing. It's amazing that they make the banks are making a lot of money, but they're not passing on that interest rate to you, the consumer, but Wise does. So I think today I looked and it was a little bit over 3% or something that you can earn on that balance, and your FDI insured up until $250,000 in your American account, like you would be on your regular bank account that's in the States. So you're safe. And in the beginning, we were a little skeptical because we didn't know, but they changed from TransWise now to Wise, and then now they have Chase Bank behind them, and you don't have to really worry. As long as you keep your account information safe, no one will be able to use your account information or be able to, get anything out of it, just like you would a regular bank account. And the security on the website is actually very good. It does two-step verification, so that's not something that I would be concerned with. Now, you will want to get the actual physical card. So it doesn't automatically come with one. You want to order one. They charge you $9 in the United States, and you have it sent to your mailing address, and you set up your account with that physical card you can use in person, and you can also link your Wise account to your Apple Pay on your phone, which is something that we do a lot. I actually did it everywhere in Italy because they want contactless. So no one wanted to touch the physical cards anymore because of COVID. So all of the businesses started to do tap to pay. So anywhere you go, pretty much, and we were in the South, and it was everywhere. So I can't imagine that anywhere else in Italy it wouldn't be available. So you just can use your phone to pay. You don't even have to pull your card out, which is really, really great. So you can actually use this account as a bank account if you don't want to use your American account to save your money in, because it is insured. So it's earning money, it's earning interest. Every month they post it like clockwork. The beginning of the month, they say, here's your interest. And I was like, wow, I never made that much interest on my other bank accounts. It was only pennies. Whereas this, it's a few dollars, which is nice to see. So it's a good option for you to have, because if you are trying to pay things in Italy while you're there, you won't really be able to set up wires from your bank account. And you don't always have the option of using a credit card. And even if you do have the option, you might have to pay foreign transaction fees, where obviously this doesn't have any foreign transaction fees at all. It's your own money, so it's a little bit easier to keep track of. And you don't have to worry about, somebody getting your information or whatever, because it's all verified. So they have, when you actually make a card transaction, they'll ask you for your PIN. And a great feature of this card, of this whole account, is, so you know how you always forget your PIN, or maybe you say, you know what, I want to change my PIN because somebody saw me and I'm afraid that they're going to get my PIN or whatever. You just like to keep changing your passwords and PIN numbers every once in a while. You can actually change the PIN in the Wise app, and it works instantly. So I didn't remember what my PIN was, And then I said, you know what, I have to change my PIN. So it allowed me to change my PIN through the app, and then I could use it when I was paying. So it's a great card to have, a great account to have open, especially if you're moving around and you're going to all different countries visiting and you don't want to have to keep track of all of this cash and money on you. You can just keep using your Wise card, and it actually helps you keep track of what you're spending on trips, and you can actually upload invoices and it will save them in there for you, and then you can classify them. So say you wanted to know what you were spending on renovations. We had one for renovations, and I could just click on it and say, oh, I spent this much on renovations, because as their stuff is coming in and you just want to get it paid, you don't have to keep track of it. The app will take care of it for you. So I hope that this helped you, give you some valuable information. It's really, really important to be able to control your money when you're overseas and you're traveling, and you just don't want to have to deal with it or have to worry about getting money before you leave one country to go to another country through banks or anything. And this really gets rid of the need for that. You can use ATMs for it, and you have limits for that kind of stuff, and it's very, very inexpensive to use. So I hope that I helped you today. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. Again, click on the like and subscribe. Anytime you do, it helps our channel. We hope to see you again soon. Take care. Ciao.